We are going to look at the text tools, and there's about 3 of them, but they also combine what's known as the character panel and the paragraph panel, so we're going to look at all of them. But first let's start with the text tool. So that is over to the left. Right here is this big T, so it looks like text. If you click and hold down, you will see, there we go, the type tool, okay, text type, the area type tool, and type on a path tool. This also includes vertical type tool, vertical area tool, and vertical type on a path tool. Same thing as what you're going to see me explain to you today, but in a vertical sense. So let's do the type tool first. Now, a couple things I want to mention. When you click on the text tool, this is when the top control panel changes. Okay, remember when you click on a tool, that control panel will change to help you work with that tool. So you'll know at the top, it gives you a character and a paragraph. We're going to look at both of these eventually. But I am going to change my point size up pretty big so that you guys can see. Let's actually put it down a little bit. Okay. So if I just simply click, what this is going to do is, I'm just going to start typing. Hello, this is a demonstration. Okay. So if this is my text, I can move it around with my selection tool. But the one thing I can't do is I can't manipulate the quote-unquote text box. Okay, so I can't, if I make it bigger, it's going to distort the text. Okay, see how I'm distorting the text? You can use this for like headings, but I will let you know, I'm going to get rid of that. If you take the type tool and you click and drag, you can make a text box. So, okay, hello, this is another demonstration. Now when I use the selection tool, I can distort the text box without worrying about the text being distorted. So you can change this text around as well within the text box. But one thing I want you to notice is if I make this text box larger, you see how it automatically hyphenates? To undo that, and I'm not sure exactly why this is default, but you have to go up to the paragraph panel here, click on this, and here you'll see that you can decide how you want everything to be aligned and justified. So you have left, center, right, exact same way you would in Word. Here's where you can indent to the right or left, move all the text over from the side text box, indent the first line, and then spaces before and after paragraphs. But right here is this hyphenate. So if you click on this, it will remove anything that's hyphenated and it will no longer be hyphenated, as if you were actually writing a Word document. Okay? If you want this to go away, you just click paragraph again. So to the right of that as well is area type. And this is nice too because some people like to have a text box and then have the text area where you're typing aligned in a certain manner. So this is to the top. You can do center, you can do bottom, you can do justify. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it at center for right now. So you can change all that up. The other thing is if you click the text box and it's selected like it is here with my selection tool, so if I just click it, okay, you can go up to your character panel and you have some like quick options here, which is usually your font family, the font style. What that means is like bold, italic, narrow, and then you have the size right here, which is the points. If you simply click on the font family and it quote unquote highlights itself in blue, you can use your up and down arrows on your keyboard to scroll through. So I'm just using my up and down arrows on my keyboard. The other thing you can do if you have the box selected is you can click the down arrow here and it'll show you the selected text on the side and what it will look like in any font. So let's use this one right here. Now, I want to let you know right here with the font style, this one is regular because it is regular, but let's say we were to select Arial. Okay, Arial has multiple options as you can see here. Okay, so if you want something bolded and you can't find it because of the font family it's in, that means you just either have to download that version of the font family or find it that way, or it doesn't have that option. It's not like Word where you can just bold any type of font. Okay, and then to the right is your, let's do bold, is your point size. Okay, I am going to move this out of the way because I want to show you the character panel. That is right here. If you click on it, okay, again, you have those quick options that are right here to the right. You have the font style, font family, the font style. Here is your text font, okay? We're going to skip over leading and the kerning between the characters. We're going to go to the tracking though. What this does, really nice way of putting space in between your letters evenly so that it can push the letters apart and fill up space basically. It's really nice for headings. So if you just hold down and click, it'll start to space all the letters out, but it doesn't really distort anything. Just keeps everything the same. Think about if you want to have like a title for a flyer and you need the word hello to go across the entire page. Instead of you sitting there doing and saying, oh, I have 12 spaces between the H and the E, so I have to remember I want to do 12 spaces between the E and the first L. Well, that gets annoying, especially if you have to take some away or add more. You don't need to do that. That's what tracking is for. You can also change the height here of your text. You can change the width of your text. Okay. You can rotate your text, put it on an angle. Take this back down so you can just see. You can make everything all caps. Take that off just by clicking it. You can make it small caps. So click it and then take it off. If you need something to be a superscript or a subscript, so I'm just going to highlight this L, go back to my character panel, and click superscript. I could also change it. Okay, I want this L. I can then go back to character. Sorry, it takes a while. Okay, so we got superscript and subscript. You can also underline or strike through. Okay. So that is the text